Lake Street, so look at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Seattle Mariners and the Colorado Rockies.
2018 Colorado Rockies.
And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. Colin Rowe leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Colin Rowe. Nobody down here.
First offering on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit here to open up the second. And the hits just keep a-coming. 15 games in a row now in which he has hit safely. Robinson Cano will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Cano waits on the first pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. The 1-0 pitch. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
And it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball. Now you get to come home and start a homestand. They've got a chance to really make some noise in the division if they can keep playing that.
And that's a base hit. And the run will score as the Mariners get off to a 1-0 lead.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out simple. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
Colin Rowe will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now the first pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The M's lead it 3-0. Colin Rowe will get things going here in the Mariners' 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning. Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Dickerson has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Colin Rowe will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Here's the 1-0. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper. 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they open it up to 6-2 now.
And that is gonna hurt. They've been waiting for that one hit with runners on base, and that could very well be the one that winds up sealing the deal. That's going to make this a 4-run ball game now.
Sergio Santos is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 7-2. Good night from Denver.
Our final line score tonight. First.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Colin Rowe is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, hop, baby. Here we go. Hey, come on now. 1 out now.
The 1-0 pitch. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Austin Jackson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First offering on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your time to the plate.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Boy, that's just good execution right there. Pitcher slide steps. That makes it easier and quicker for the catcher to handle the ball. He gets a good throw off to second base, and they get their guy.
And if we had to single out one star from the Mariners roster tonight, I think it would have to be this man, Brennan Bosch. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
4 hours.
Now from an already drenched Coors Field in Denver, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Colorado Rockies. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. Colin Rowe will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. These Rockies, Eric Karros, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really bury it.
And now they've got him in a rundown. Mariners go down quietly there. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Colin Rowe will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. He's ready now. The pitch. And this swing is wrapped out to Tulowitzki at short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Colin Rowe will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far.
Colin Rowe.
Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. LeMahieu on to first, and they get the double play. Colin Rowe will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Oh, this ball's laced, and it's going to get down into the right center field gap. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And now all of a sudden, this is a 4-run game again.
Pretty good swing that time, and even better hustle. He's able to pull into third with a triple. Don't look now. They trimmed that lead down to 4.
Kyle Seager will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. Pause, now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Men on third with 2 down. The 1-1. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Marquez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Rockies lead this one 6-2. Tom Wilhelmsen is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been any